Adventures in Lebanon. Travel and road trip. Lifestyle.
Lagi talagang kasama si Ligaw. Lagi kami nililigaw ni Gogol. Gulo-gulo. Nandiyan ako ligaw. Nandiyan ako
Here we are again to continue our journey in Hardini, village upper part of Batroun district, Mount Lebanon. From the house and the Church of Saint of God Grace Hardini, we are moving to Sanctuary of Saint Nimatullah of Hardini. Nimatulla Kassab, also known as Al-Hardini in reference to his birth village. Hardini, sometimes written Hardin, is a village in Batroun district, North Lebanon Governorate. Lebanon notable structures include the Temple of Mercury, severely damaged by an earthquake, Christian churches, and monasteries.
No, it's a plane! It's all... She thinks it's a bird. Hello guys. Dito na kami at last nakarating kami sa aming home. Safe naman, praise God.
We are now entering in Sanctuary of Nimatullah Kassab, Saint Hardini. Nimatullah Kassab, also known Al-Hardini in reference to his birth village, was a Lebanese monk, priest and scholar of the Maronite Church. Has been declared a saint by the Catholic Church. Yusuf Kassab al-Hardini was born in 1808 in Hardini, Lebanon. As a child, he was strongly influenced by monastic tradition of the Maronite Church. Four of his brothers became priests of monks, and Yusuf himself entered the Lebanese Maronite order in 1828. The young man began religious life at the monastery of Saint Anthony in Kassab, near Kadisha Holy Valley, where he remained for 2 years until began his novitiate and was given name Nimatullah. During the novitiate, he deepened his life of personal and community prayer, dedicated time to manual labor, while also learning to bind the books. Nimatulla was especially noted for his love of the Blessed Sacrament. During his free time frequently at the sacrifice of sleep, he was often found in the chapel on his knees, arms raised in form of a cross and eyes fixed on the tabernacle. On the 14th of November 1830, he made his religious profession and was sent to the monastery of Saint Cyprian and Justina in Kififa to study philosophy and theology. On the 25th of December 1833, he was ordained a priest and became a director of the scholasticate and a professor. During the two civil wars of 1840 and 1845, he suffered greatly with his people. His brother, Fr. Elisha, suggested he withdraw to a hermitage, but he replied, "Those who struggle for virtue in community life will have greater merit." He observed that the ordinary, everyday life is a continuous martyrdom, since the monk must always be a model to his brother monks, guarding himself from becoming a source of scandal. Instead, the hermit lives alone, away from all external temptations. It was also a decisive moment in Haya's spiritual life, and he offered himself to God for Lebanon and his order. His motto was, "The greatest is he that save his soul," and he would often repeat this to his brother monks. Father Nimatullah was at times also reprimanded by his superiors for being too hard on himself and too merciful and indulgent towards his brothers. He understood holiness in terms of communion and fraternal charity, and he said to have remarked, "A monk's first concern, night and day, should not to hurt or trouble his brother monks." Throughout his life, he had a special devotion to the Virgin Mary, his source of strength. He never tired repeating her holy name, and carried a special place in his heart for the mystery of the Immaculate Conception, a dogma proclaimed by the Church in 1854. After Angelus would often repeat, "Blessed be the Immaculate Conception of the Blessed Virgin." In 1845, the Holy See appointed him Assistant General of the Order. A man of culture, Father Nimatullah asked the Superior General to send monks to further their studies at the new college founded by the Jesuits in Gazir. The truly humble man of God. He served as assistant for general for 2 more terms, but refused to be appointed Abo General. Better than to be appointed Superior General, he is reported as saying, his reluctance to assume positions of authority in his order came from his deep humility and his earnest belief that he was far from living in continual contact with God, so necessary to properly serve the monals in the order. Even when he was assistant general, refusing to have a special servant accompany him and attend his personal needs, as was the custom in the order at the time. O Mary, I entrust my soul to you. In December 1858, while teaching at monastery of Kfifah, he became gravely ill, result of the bitter cold that region. His condition worsened, leading to his death on the 14th of December. He died holding an icon of the Blessed and Virgin and saying, O Mary, to you I entrust my soul. He was 50 years old. When the then Patriarch Below's massage heard of Father Nimatullah's death, he commented, "Congratulations to those monks who knew how to benefit from his monastic life." While still alive, Father Nimatullah was known as the Saint of Kfifin, a monk who gave himself completely his brother monks and neighbors during time of suffering in his land and difficulty within an order. Father Nimatullah beatifies by Pope John Paul II on the 10th of May 1998. As a monk, Kassab spent his entire life in prayer and service of his order. Kassab is believed to have performed during his life many miracles during his deep spirituality and his high virtues. He is commended for having a radiant soul, and it was said that he was deeply united his Creator. The Saint of Kfifin was a gift of prophecy and hence became known as In 1864, his tomb was opened for burial, and to the surprise of T&E monks, his body was found to be intact. His body was exposed to T&E veneration of the public until 1927. Kassab Nimatullah, Saint Hardini was canonized the 16th of May 2000 by Pope John Paul II.